Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Constantinides and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Constantinides and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. In one of the country's boldest attacks yet, Ukraine claims it killed the commander of Russia's Black Sea Fleet. Ukrainian Special Operations Forces said in an update on Friday that the attack killed Viktor Sokolov along with 33 other officers. The Russian Defense Ministry has yet to make a comment or confirm if the admiral was killed in the attacks. Moscow said one serviceman is missing as a result of Ukraine's attack on Sevastopol. Sevastopol is the largest city in Crimea, which was illegally annexed by Russia in 2014. Ukraine has not given up hope of reclaiming it. People who resold their Taylor Swift tickets could be in for a surprise when they file taxes. A new law requires ticketing platforms to give the IRS information on users who sold more than $600 worth of tickets this year. Many people bought tickets for Swift's Eras Tour in hopes to turn those tickets into profit, and many did. The average ticket for an Eras Tour ticket was $1,095 on StubHub. There were more resellers than normal for these tickets because of the high markup. Resellers, as opposed to professional ticket brokers, made up for about 70% of the U.S. Eras Tour ticket sales. This comes from the American Rescue Plan Act and the Coronavirus Relief Package, which lowered the threshold to $600 no matter the number of tickets sold. The law was meant to be in place for 2022, but the IRS pushed it back to 2023. The Biden administration is providing $600 million in funding to produce new at-home COVID-19 tests and restarted the website allowing Americans to order up to 4 free tests again. This program was brought back to help prevent possible shortages in tests during a rise in COVID-19 cases that typically comes during colder months. The Department of Health and Human Services said orders can be placed at covidtest.gov starting September 25th. There will be no cost to get these free tests delivered by the United States Postal Service. The tests are intended for use by the end of the year, but packages will include instructions on how to verify extended expiration dates. This initiative follows 4 previous rounds where federal officials and the U.S. Postal Service provided more than 755 million free tests to homes nationwide. Flu and cold season is upon us, and experts are telling residents to get their flu and RSV vaccines. Some are now asking, why do we need a vaccine for RSV if the virus has been around forever? RSV is one of many viruses that cause upper respiratory infections like the common cold, with mild symptoms like stuffy nose, scratchy throat, and coughs. But for those at risk, such as seniors and babies, RSV can cause lower respiratory illness with deep cough, wheezing, respiratory distress, and can be deadly. Up to 120,000 older adults are hospitalized from RSV each year in the U.S., and up to 10,000 people die. You should always consult your primary doctor for your specific situation. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Did you know your teenager's brain is more likely to get addicted to nicotine than yours? The tobacco and vaping industries do. They target teens with their products and try to cover up the fact that there's nicotine in them. Talk with your kids about the real dangers of vaping.
Welcome back. Braintree police say that 2 juveniles are set to be arraigned after they were found inside a stolen car that tried to escape police during a chase and in the process rammed into a Braintree police cruiser. The chase happened last Wednesday evening around 8 p.m. Braintree police units located an occupied stolen car at South Shore Plaza. Police tried to conduct a stop of the car, but the suspects rammed into one of the cruisers as they tried to flee. According to officials, a chase began, but the suspects drove down a dead-end street before getting out of the car and fleeing the scene on foot. Police used canines and requested assistance from other departments, including drones, to locate one of the two suspects. Both suspects were taken into custody in the area of Common Street and Sullivan Tire. They will be arraigned on Thursday for multiple charges as well as a number of previously outstanding warrants. Braintree's public schools are among the few in the state that charge for full-day kindergarten classes. A practice school committee member, Kathleen Tuffy, wants to end. At last Monday's school committee meeting, Tuffy said tuition for full-day kindergarten is a de facto tax on our young families. Braintree is one of only 20 school systems in the state that still charges tuition for full-day kindergarten classes, end quote. The tuition for full-day kindergarten in Braintree is $3,715, with low-income families paying half that. Tuffy said the state offered school system grants to develop full-day kindergarten programs until 2016, but Braintree never applied. In recent years, 20 school systems used federal COVID-19 aid to start the programs, and she pointed out that Braintree received $1.2 million in COVID-19 aid last month. The Oktoberfest season has officially begun, and a number of Massachusetts breweries, bars, and restaurants are planning to celebrate this annual event. Braintree's Widowmaker Brewing is set to host a celebration at their Kilroy Square Beer Garden in Quincy. The event is scheduled for September 29th, starting at noon, with a Stein holding contest scheduled for 6 p.m. and a pretzel eating contest at 7 p.m. The traditional German Oompa band will also perform at the Oktoberfest celebration. Widowmaker will offer an Oktoberfest Stein and Fill promotion for $15, including the first pour. It has been announced that the former Bed Bath & Beyond location at the Marketplace at Braintree will become a Burlington store, formerly known as Burlington Coat Factory. Burlington will lease the location according to bankruptcy documents. Burlington announced in August that it had acquired 62 leases of former Bed Bath & Beyond stores. Burlington currently has a Braintree store within the Granite Plaza. It wasn't immediately clear if the Marketplace store would become Braintree's second location or replace the existing one. Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy in April, closing 360 stores and 120 buybuy BABY locations. The town's first Mid-Autumn Festival is now set for 3 to 7 p.m. on October 1st at French's Common, adjacent to the Braintree Town Hall. The event was postponed from September 10th due to rain. The Mid-Autumn Festival holiday dates back 3,000 years and is one of the most important holidays on the Chinese calendar. Also known as the Moon Festival or the Moon Cake Festival, it marks the time when the full moon is highest and brightest, coinciding with the autumn harvest. The event will feature a variety of cultural activities and performances, including traditional lion and dragon dances and lantern-making workshops. There will be vendors, food, music, and games, and admission is free. The festival is sponsored by the Chinese American Association of Braintree, Mayor Charles Kokoris, and the Braintree Recreation Department. The Mayor's Office has lined up a number of autumn activities for 2023 in partnership with the Braintree Recreation Department. A few coming up include a basketball preseason skills clinic at the Doherty Gym. The clinics will take place on Tuesdays until October 17th. There will be 2 sessions for students in K through 2nd grade, and there will also be a session for students in grades 3 through 6. For times and sign up, log on to BraintreeRec.com. Then on Sunday, October 15th, from noon to 3 p.m., the mayor will be hosting a block party at Watson Park. Free hamburgers and hot dogs will be provided, and there will be free games and entertainment. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. A Massachusetts State Police trooper was taken to the hospital after he was hit and dragged by a car trying to flee a traffic stop in Holyoke. The traffic stop happened at a rest area on the northbound side of Route 91. State Police said the trooper was standing outside the car when the suspect, Michael Williams of Greenfield, took off. According to the state police, the trooper was dragged a short distance. Police said the suspect crashed a short time later before fleeing on foot into the woods between routes 91 and 5. A search of the area included multiple state police canine unit teams, local police, and a drone. Williams faces several charges, including assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, resisting arrest, and operating after his license was suspended for a prior OUI offense. He is being held without bail. The trooper who was dragged was taken to a hospital to be treated for a lower body injury and released. The United Auto Workers expanded their ongoing strike by starting a picket line in Massachusetts last Friday. The union has set up picketing at 38 General Motors and Stellantis parts distribution centers in 20 states. That includes the Stellantis facility on Forbes Boulevard in Mansfield, where union members in red shirts walked with strike signs. Some Massachusetts officials, like Senator Elizabeth Warren, joined the Massachusetts workers on Friday afternoon. The union is seeking wage increases of 36% over 4 years. The companies have offered a little over half that amount. The UAW has other demands, including a 32-hour work week for 40 hours of pay and a restoration of traditional pension plans for newer workers. The companies say they can't afford to meet the union's demands because they need to invest profits in a costly transition from gas-powered cars to electric vehicles. Is it our imagination, or has Boston traffic gotten worse? Boston commuter traffic is notoriously bad, but slowed down over the course of the pandemic. New data from the GPS service Waze shows that the traffic has gotten worse. According to the research, traffic from the summer of 2022 to the summer of 2023 has increased in the Boston metro area by the following amounts. In Boston, traffic increased by 5.2% in August 2023 compared to August 2022. Locally, traffic in Quincy has increased by 8.6% in August 2023 compared to August 2022, and in Brockton by 11.5% in that same period. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation says its highway division is evaluating the evolving traffic over the last 2 weeks, and that early data suggests there has been very heavy congestion on major roadways. The ongoing closures at the MBTA are continuing. In the next few weeks, MBTA officials are planning to close part of the Red Line for more than 2 weeks to expedite critical track work on one of the Boston area rail system's oldest stretches of track. General Manager Philip Eng announced the plans are to close the Red Line's Ashmont branch and the entire Mattapan line for 16 days, starting on October 14th. The MBTA GM said allowing crews to work around the clock will help them accomplish 6 months' worth of track work. The project would alleviate 28 speed restrictions that currently limit train speeds on those parts of the track system. Eng said the plan is molded after the recent 12-day closure of the Green Line's B branch. On October 21st, the 10th annual Memorial Walk for the Family Restored will be taking place at the Mystic River Reservation in Medford. The walk is to honor the memories of those who have lost their lives to addiction. This year's goal is to raise $135,000 to help the organization's efforts in the addiction crisis. The walk starts at 11:30 a.m. and participants must register to join. Head to thefamilyrestored.org for more information. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
I'm State Representative Bruce Ayers, and I'd like to introduce you to the Helping Hand program. With rising healthcare costs, all too often we hear stories about our seniors, veterans, and neighbors who may not have the proper insurance coverage they need for durable medical equipment. These individuals may be living on a fixed income and may not have the financial resources necessary to cover the costs of the equipment they need. We have a solution. The Helping Hand program provides free, durable medical equipment to residents in need. Items such as wheelchairs, walkers, crutches, canes, commodes, tub seats, and hospital beds are available through the program. We receive donations of lightly used equipment and store them at our facility in North Quincy. If you're in need of any of these items, you can pick them up free of charge and return them after any length of time.
My scooters improve my mobility and independence. Thanks to Helping Hand, I can go to the store, visit the boardwalk, and do so much more.
Helping Hand is a great resource for people who don't have insurance coverage.
The Helping Hand program is successful thanks to the generosity of people who have donated durable medical equipment to our inventory. For more information about the program or to fill out an equipment request form, visit our website or call 617-472-9877. If you know someone in need of these items, we're always available to lend a helping hand.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now, today in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First up, Nun 2 is the sequel to the 2018 film which follows Sister Irene as she once again comes face to face with Valak, the demon nun. The film takes place in 1956 France and begins after a priest is violently murdered. The film stars Taissa Farmiga and Bonnie Aarons. You can watch Nun 2 now only in theaters. Next, It Lives Inside follows Sam, who is desperate to fit in at school and decides to reject her East Indian culture and family to be like everyone else. However, when a mythological demonic spirit latches onto her former best friend, she must come to terms with her heritage to defeat it. The film stars Megan Surrey, and you can watch It Lives Inside now only in theaters. Last in entertainment, Maggie Moores focuses on Police Chief Sanders, who unravels a web of small-town lies while investigating the bizarre murders of 2 women with the same name. He meets and quickly falls for Rita, a nosy neighbor who's eager to help solve the mystery. The film stars John Hamm and Tina Fey. You can watch Maggie Moores now on Amazon Prime Video. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you are a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. I'm Martha Constantinides, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.